Good morning, second English students. Now we will continue this book, Indian Mythology. So, the universe is so large, and universe is spherical, and it is cyclical shape, and that is actually Einstein, the most important scientist in space and the universe, and again Einstein only said that the force is based on cyclical one. Okay, because the force is these points about Albert Einstein is not given in the book, but for example I am saying this. What is it? The force is based on cyclical. Okay, force. See, that is center, and the force is cyclical, and the force is cyclical. The earth rotates itself. The moon also rotates itself. Actually, the sun also rotates itself. The Milky Way also. Sun also rotates itself. The solar system also, it is also circling around the Milky Way, and the Milky Way itself is circling around the whole universe. Okay, so the whole force is based on cyclical one. Actually, Einstein suggested the idea, and then later on all the scientists accepted yes, this is the truth one. Okay, but though in Hindu mythology, in Hinduism, it is not scientifically, it is okay, scientifically it is not okay, this is called science, this is what done. It's not in the science book, but Hindus believe this is the reality, and today scientists also believe in this reality. Okay, so as everything is cyclical, the universe is cyclical one, and when we frame rules and regulations, we are restricting the universe to a square, and the reality is the universe is not in a square shape, but actually it is cyclical. When there is rules and regulations, and there is naturally there is scope for another universe which doesn't have any rules and regulations, but universe is made up of both the square. We can frame law. In the previous video itself, I said we can draw lots of squares, hundreds of squares within a circle. Within the circle, we can draw hundreds of thousands of squares. Okay, but we will never be able to draw a square outside the circle. Okay, so that is the reality. Okay, so what is it that when we follow dharma, we predict, okay, I help poor people, therefore good things will happen to me. This is the predicted event. Okay, see again the corona example. I wear mask and I get vaccination. I am vaccinated, and so I am not supposed to infected by coronavirus. Okay, so this is the predictable event. Okay, but it need not always be so. Okay, even if I wear mask, I always sit inside my home. I don't go outside, and I also get vaccinated. Despite following all the rules and regulations, there are possibilities that I may be infected by coronavirus, and there are possibilities that I may die also because of coronavirus, despite following all the rules and regulations. And we have to be prepared for those unpredictable events also. Okay, that's what Hinduism says. But in Bible and Islam, if you follow the rule, you will never get suffering. You will get eternal life. Believe that. Have faith in it. So this is the concept of linear paradigm that is in Christianity and in Islam. But Hinduism doesn't say so. Even if you follow the rules and regulations, unpredictable events, adharma, suffering will happen. But mostly, if you follow the rules and regulations, it will not happen. Okay. So this is the concept of Hinduism. Okay. So open at page 27. There is a story. And the story is also important story. Let me narrate the story. It is simple language, so read the story. So let me narrate the story in Tamil. So, Brinchi, okay, spelling booklet paathukonga, page number 27, Brinchi, and our Sivabhaktar, Sivana mattunda kumbuduva, Sivana mattunda valipada அப்படின்ற இருப்பாரு. ஸோ நான் வந்து சிவனை சுற்றி வரணும் அப்படின்னு ஆசைப்படுறேன் அப்படின்ட்டு சிவனை சுற்றி வரலாம் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தா சக்தி, சிவாவுடைய ஒய்ஃப் சக்தி, அவங்க வந்து சிவாவுடைய மடியில் வந்து உட்காந்துக்கிறாங்க. ஸோ சிவாவை சுற்றினா அந்த சக்தியும் சுற்றி வணங்குற மாதிரி ஆயிடும் அது. ஓகே. ஸோ என்ன பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னு யோசிக்கும் போது விஞ்சி வந்து ஒரு ஃப்ளை, ஒரு ஈயா மாதிரி அண்ட் மடியில் இருந்தாலும் அப்படியே அந்த இடையில அந்த கேப்ல வந்து அப்படியே சிவா மட்டும் சுற்றி இப்போ வந்துட்டு இருந்தாரு. உடனே சக்திக்கு வந்து சிவாவுடைய உடம்புலே பாதியா சக்தி வந்து மாறிடுறாங்க. ஓகே. ஸோ அப்படி பார்க்கும்போது பிரிஞ்சிக்கு வந்து சிவா மட்டும்தான் சுற்றி வரணும் அப்படின்னு ஆசைப்படும் போது அண்ட் சிவாவுடைய உடம்பையே அப்படி உள்ள போய் அப்படி சிவா மட்டும் சுற்றி வர முடியாம போகுது. ஓகே. அப்பதான் பிரிஞ்சிக்கு வந்து புரியுறது. ஸோ சிவாவும் சக்தியும் ஒன்று. ஸோ நான் வந்து சிவா மட்டும்தான் வணங்க முடியும் அப்படின்றதுலாம் கிடையவே கிடையாது. சிவாவை கும்பிடுனேன் அப்படின்னா நான் நட்சத்திர சக்தியை கும்பிட்டு தான் ஆகணும். ஓகே. ஸோ அதே மாதிரி தான். ஸோ லைக் வைஸ் when there is happiness, so okay, today I enjoyed my life. So yesterday we celebrated my wife's birthday. So when I enjoyed the moment, when I had happiness, then immediately I should prepare myself for the suffering. This is what Hinduism says. Okay. So you enjoyed yourself. So in this moment you enjoy yourself. Then immediately you should, your mind should be prepared that you will have to enjoy suffering also. We all must accept suffering also. Okay. So therefore it is preferable to follow the rules and regulations. And if you do not have any rules and regulations, then all of us will die. Okay. For sake of convenience and for the sake of survival, for the sake of convenience and survival only, we formed rules and regulations, and the survival has nothing to do with the spirituality. Okay. So rules and regulations are framed only for the sake of survival. Okay. So that we must understand. Even dharma is for the sake of survival. Okay. So therefore rules and regulations, dharma, all of us must be followed. Dharma, when we follow dharma, it is survival. As we survive, we get moksha. Okay. This point is important. Please, all of you must write this point. For the sake of survival, we have to follow dharma. As we follow dharma, we get moksha. Okay. So again, let me say, for the sake of survival, we have to follow dharma, and as we follow dharma, we get moksha. Okay. How to get moksha, that I will explain in detail. Okay, so this is the concept of the whole concept of Hinduism is this. So for the sake of survival, we have to follow dharma, and as we follow dharma, we get moksha. Okay, so what is moksha and how to get moksha, that I will explain in detail. The book explains in detail. So therefore, suffering and having peace of mind have nothing to do with spirituality. Okay. So when we follow, when we want to get moksha, we must accept that we must accept suffering, and adharma will happen in universe. Okay. So there is no point in saying, see, good people are suffering, there is no God. That is foolish statement. Okay. Adharma will happen. Okay. And good people will suffer. Since they followed dharma and they followed rules and regulations, they loved and cared the whole living creatures, all human beings and all living creatures, yet they suffer a lot. That will happen. That happen. Okay. That always happens. Okay. Accept, as a Hindu, we must accept this reality. Okay. This is the main principle of Hinduism. Okay, so because of Western people, because of the influence of British rule and Western style of life, and they said that to avoid suffering we have to adopt Christianity and follow rules and regulations given in the Bible. Likewise, they say so, but that is not going to be the reality, and this is that is a linear paradigm, and but universe actually functions in a cyclical way. Okay. So again, let me remind you, before beginning of this book itself, I am not propagating Hinduism, but what is there given in the book only I am explaining. Okay. So when this is the principle, and let me condense. The age of Rama and the age of Krishna are explained in detail. Okay. So let me condense. Let me cut short it in a very short way. See, again, this point is also explained in my previous videos, in my previous classes. That is, the concept of dharma changes from one age to another age. Okay, so for the sake of our own convenience and survival, we formed the dharma, the rules and regulations of life. Okay, so see, the same Vishnu incarnated as Rama, the same Vishnu incarnated as Krishna, and there are lots of differences between the characterization of Rama and Krishna. Okay, Rama is very sensitive towards Dharma. He is very obedient towards his parents, and he strictly follows the rules and regulations. Okay, so the obedience towards parents. Okay, even from the childhood days. Please refer the table 40. In page number 46, 45, 46. Tables are given. The difference between the character of Lord Rama and Lord Krishna is given, and the incarnation. Okay, let me explain in detail. First, let me explain the difference between Lord Rama and Lord Krishna. Okay, even from the childhood days, Lord Rama is very obedient. Okay, so Lord Rama is very obedient. He is not mischievous. He is absolutely obedient, and he follows the words of parents, and even when he plays, he Rama strict the followers of rules of the game. Even from childhood days, he strictly follows the rules and regulations of the game, and occasionally he enjoys himself. He strictly follows the rules and regulations. But in case of Krishna, when he is a child, he steals butter. He eats mud. Okay, and he steals the clothes of women. Okay, he never follows the rules and regulations. Okay, so he violates the rules and regulations, and Krishna, when he was a boy, he was notorious for being very mischievous and naughty. And the people in the village scold Yasoda that your son is very mischievous, he is troubling us, he steals our butter. Okay, be strict with him, scold him, beat him. Likewise, people of the village scold Yashoda as well as Krishna, but he always disobeys elders and parents. Okay, so but in case of Rama, it is not so. Okay, he obeys even from the childhood days. Rama follows the rules and regulations. Okay, so why? Because during the age of Rama, a child should be this. Okay, see, on the wall itself you can see my daughter scribbled on the wall. Okay, and let's say this is not according to Rama's age. My daughter is not a good girl. Okay, so she is mischievous. She is scribbling on the wall. She doesn't make the wall neat. Okay, so according to the age of Rama, my daughter Riya is a bad girl. Okay, but according to the age of Krishna, a child's behavior, if a child does such kind of mischievous behavior and if the child scribbles on the wall, then the child is, it is the proper behavior of the child, of a baby. Okay, a child, it is the nature of the baby to do such kind of naughty things. Okay, so ignore those naughty and mischievous behavior. Okay, so this is the concept of Lord Krishna. And when we go on to his youthful days, and from the heart he follows the Monagan. Okay, from the heart he follows Lord Rama follows the Monagan. Similarly, Sita also. From the heart she follows. She loves Sita loves Rama. Okay, let's say let me say in Tamil, மனசளவுல கூட ராமா வந்து எந்த பொண்ணையும் சைட் அடிக்கவே இல்லை. மனசளவுல கூட சீதா வந்து எந்த பையனையும் சைட் அடிக்கவே இல்லை. Okay, and that's how in Ramayana it is written. Okay, and as Rama sees Sita, immediately Rama likes her, and similarly Sita also likes him, and by the sight itself both decide that he is going to be my husband, she is going to be my wife. Okay, and at the same time I will follow my parents. That happened in the life of Rama and Sita, but such kind of things will never happen in our life. Okay, ஸோ நான் ஒரு பொண்ணை சைட் அடித்தேன் அப்படின்னா அந்த பொண்ணை தான் கல்யாணம் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்பது ரியல் லைஃப்பில் நடக்காது. ஓகே, ஸோ பட் தட்ஸ் ஹவ் யூ ஷுட் லீட் எ லைஃப். தட்ஸ் வாட் Rama says. Okay, but Krishna says, don't worry, you marry whoever the girl you want. For girls also, you marry whoever the boy you want. And he says to Draupadi, okay, it doesn't matter, there is nothing wrong for a girl to marry 5 brothers. You simply marry all the 5 brothers. Okay, so this is the idea of Krishna, because in the age of Rama, that is convenient for their survival, that is convenient for the people's survival. Okay, but in case of in the age of Krishna, polygamy is helpful for people's survival. Okay, so so the concept of dharma is not going to be same. It can never be same. Okay, so for sake of convenience, you violate the rules and regulations. Okay, Bhishma and Dronacharya, and as Bhishma promised that I will help Duryodhana, however he follows adharma, I will protect him. So that is the promise. Okay, a good man should keep his promise. Okay, so let's say the rules and regulations are for the benefit of people. Okay, if in all the situations the rules and regulations cannot be formed. Okay, see, the government says you are not supposed to get out of the home. Okay, you should always sit inside the home. Okay, but the same government says that you have to you should get vaccination. To get vaccination, I should get out of the home. Okay, so the government is not the government doesn't have the capacity to come to each person's house and to give vaccination. That is practically impossible. Okay, so despite having the risk of getting infected, you one day you should get out of the house and get vaccinated. That's what the government says. Okay, so rules and regulations are for our convenience, and he is mischievous. Rama is actually very serious. He doesn't laugh often, but whatever the situation may be, he laughs often. During the war, people die horribly. Even at the time also, Krishna maintained his temperament. He always smiles. Okay, sarcastically he mocks everybody, both Arjuna, both Duryodhana, everybody he sarcastically gives remarks, and they are wounded in the heart itself. Draupadi and Yudhishthira, everyone is hurt by Krishna's words. Okay, but in case of Rama, see, another most important difference between Krishna and Rama is that Rama is very sensitive towards criticism, to what people say, what is the opinion of people. The opinion of people is that Krishna should abandon, Rama should abandon Sita. This is the opinion of people. If this is the opinion of people, I must follow it. Okay, but Krishna doesn't say so. People will say so. Okay, you simply follow what you like. This is the concept of Krishna. Both are the incarnation of the same Lord Vishnu. Okay, so why is that dharma changes from one age to another age? Okay, that is natural. Okay, so simply following Bible alone, and this is what given in Bible. The same Bible cannot be followed after 2000 years. Okay, so therefore Hinduism cannot have a strict rules and regulations. We have to change ourselves according for our own survival. Okay, so okay, let me continue in another video. I will post another video. Okay, by today itself. Thank you.